Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be doing another Q&A video where I take your questions from Twitter and I answer them all in this video. Now, in today's Q&A video, we've got a lot of awesome questions that were all submitted by you guys on my Twitter page, so if you want to get involved in the next one, I definitely recommend you go down there and follow me on there. And I'll repeat this again, I am still trying to build up my Snapchat audience, and we're going to be doing future Q&A questions on there. So if you haven't followed me, I'll have my QR code on the screen. It's pretty cool. Even if you're not interested in the Q&A part or submitting questions via that, I kind of show you like the ins and outs of my life, kind of the behind the scenes stuff. So it is pretty cool. And if you want to take 5 seconds out of your day and follow me on there, I think it'll be worth it. But with out of the way, let's not waste any more time and let's jump straight into the questions. All right, so let's get into the questions. And really the first 4, I guess would say, all really have to do with the same thing. This first one from Broclaw, he tweets me, do you still think we're going to be getting a huge DLC in May? Hashtag AskBoss. Followed up by GamerFP, who tweets at me, do you think the current event that's going on right now, which is of course High Life Week, will have anything to do with the new Executives and Other Criminals DLC? The event ends on Tuesday the 28th. Could a new DLC come out in early May? Golden Guns Games kind of asked the same thing. Do you think he's working on a bigger DLC? And finally, we get Kyle, who pretty much says the same thing. We're expecting a DLC in May. The High Life update came out May 13th, and Rockstar named this week High Life Week. What are your thoughts? Hashtag AskBoss. So we're going to be tackling all those. Let's start with Broclaw's question first. Do you think we're still going to be getting a huge DLC in May? And my answer to that is, I don't know. The rumors is that we're beginning a DLC in May, but we don't know the size or capacity of it. The only thing we really know is that there's a rumored DLC supposed to be coming. It looks like there's going to be an adversary mode included in that update, or at least requires an update to play. And we know that that is supposed to be the in and out adversary mode. That's kind of the only thing we know. FunMW2 has hinted at new VIP works and challenges, as well as a new contact that could be available. So I would imagine that a new contact would only come in a big DLC, very similar to how Executives and Other Criminals added the new Captain contact. So I'm not sure. I really hope it's a big DLC, but I'm not too sure. Our next 2 questions are from, like I said, GamerFP and also Kyle, who mentioned the fact that we've got this new update week. You guys know High Life Week is going on right now. There's like discounts on the yacht and Stilled Homes. And they basically say, do you think this is hinting at a new Executives and Other Criminals theme, or maybe like a High Life theme? And while I think a new Executives and Other Criminals DLC would be cool, I think it's time that we get a new sort of theme for a DLC update in Grand Theft Auto Online. So whether that's like a biker theme, like we touched on the other day, whether that's a Palito Bay and Blaine County update, kind of like an off-roading update, or whether it's something totally different. There's been a lot of themes that have involved kind of high-rolling, business, luxury. We kind of need to switch it up a little bit. However, it is interesting what Kyle mentioned, that the High Life update came out May 13th, 2014. And obviously May is right around the corner. And it is kind of odd that Rockstar chose High Life Week to be right now. So obviously I don't want to put my tinfoil hat on, and I don't want to go around saying like, you know, all the dots are connecting, Illuminati confirmed, Rockstar is going to be doing High Life Update Part 2 or Executives and Other Criminals Part 2. Do I think that's going to happen? Probably not, but it's still interesting that all those kind of things are piecing together. So you could be right, but you also could be wrong. I'm not sure. Would I be thrilled for High Life Update Part 2? Yeah, I probably would. Would I be excited for Executives and Other Criminals Part 2? You know it. But I think I want to head in another direction, some sort of DLC theme that we have yet to see that's unique, fun, interesting, and different, and one that I think the community will overall enjoy a lot. Up next, we got a question from Adrian Gaming, who tweets at me, which cars do you think Rockstar will add to Benny's in the future? Hashtag AskBoss. Well, first of all, this is kind of my reaction to how I feel about new lowriders coming in the game.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Yeah, it's safe to say I'd like a change, and I think the community would as well. I think we're all tired of DLCs that are just solely focused around bringing vehicles and Bennies. That being said, if we are going to be getting new Benny's vehicles, I want them to be similar to the race cars we got. So whether it's Sultan RS or Banshee, I don't want to see lowriders or minivans. I want to see something epic, like taking an off-roading vehicle or taking another sports car. I think that would be pretty cool as far as a new Benny's vehicle goes. But as Michael Scott just recently said to you guys, I'd rather stick away from Benny's vehicles for a while. I think we're outdone them, and I think it is time for a nice new change and a fresh pace in Grand Theft Auto Online. I would say a ton of people in the community agree with that it is just time for something different. Not that Benny's vehicles are bad, but we've just gotten a lot of them over the past few DLCs. Ever since Lowriders, we got the January update, Lowriders Customs Classics. It's just been a lot, and I think we do need a change. Our next question comes from Internal DB, who tweets at me, #AskBoss. How much longer do you think GTA Online has left before it stops getting updates? That's an interesting question. I'm really not too sure because it's pretty clear that Grand Theft Auto Online is Rockstar's focus. And we really know that from a few reasons. One, they've the upper management and the bosses have said, yeah, GTA Online is our new thing. We're going to keep updating that. And also, it's pretty apparent due to the lack of single player DLC. If Grand Theft Auto Online was a flop, meaning no one played it, no one was really interested in the DLCs, I can almost 100% guarantee you that Rockstar would have made an attempt to put out a single player DLC. So I'm not sure. I want to say Rockstar is going to put out Grand Theft Auto Online DLCs until it either doesn't make sense for them financially or there's just not enough people playing. But I think Rockstar is confident they've got a ton of people playing the game. Now, obviously, people on the last generation systems aren't necessarily getting the new content, but there's a ton of people they obviously know that are playing on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. So how much longer could it be? Could it be a few months? Could it be a few years? I'm not sure. I wouldn't imagine they would stop anytime soon, but you never know. It ultimately is Rockstar's call. But I doubt that it would happen in the near future, and I'm sure they would give us some warnings as well, like this will be the final update or something like that. But honestly, I wouldn't expect that anytime soon. So our next question comes from Gavin. He tweets at me, #AskBoss. If you had to ask Rockstar to start bringing back any character from the GTA series, who would you want it to be? So there's a ton of great characters in the Grand Theft Auto franchise, whether it's the silly ones like Roman Bellic, or whether it's the super serious ones like Nico and CJ, Tommy Vercetti. A lot of the main characters would be pretty incredible. And even some of the non-main characters, whether it's ones from, The Lost and the Damned or the Ballad of Gay Tony, seeing Gay Tony Prince in one of these DLCs would be awesome. Seeing someone like Ken Rosenberg, the lawyer, attorney friend of Tommy from Vice City, would be awesome. I think there's too many to ask for, and it would honestly depend on the situation. If you were looking for a serious character, maybe someone from GTA 4. If you were looking for maybe a goofier character, maybe Vice City or San Andreas would be pretty cool. Honestly, it would just be an honor for Rockstar to ask my opinion on what to add into the game, and that would take a lot of thought because I know there would be a lot of pressure on deciding a retro throwback character ultimately coming into the game. But that's a really good question, and I'd also love to hear from you guys in the comments section on what you think of that also. Our next question comes from Thaddeus. He tweets at me, in your opinion, will GTA 5/Grand Theft Auto Online slowly start to lose frequent players if there isn't a substantial DLC update? #AskBoss. I think in a way, you're right. We touched on this earlier, but I think people are getting turned off by the Lowriders and Benny's updates. And I really do think that if not in the May DLC that's supposed to be coming out, that hopefully sometime soon, Rockstar will announce a big DLC. And when I mean big DLCs, I mean like GTA Online Lowriders, Executives and Other Criminals, the Heist update. Those are what I consider big DLCs, one that bring new game-changing features to online, like Benny's Original Motorworks, the Heist update. That was obviously huge and game-changing. Executives and Other Criminals bought yachts and the VIP works and challenges and new stilt homes. That is really cool stuff. A substantial DLC like that, I think, is ultimately needed, and it needs to be one that can be sustained, meaning that it lasts over time and isn't just one and done after a day or two, which I think with a DLC centered around more vehicles, that's the kind of fallacy that it falls into. People customize the cars, they have fun with it for a day or two, and then that's it. There's only so much you can do and enjoy. So I do think you're right. Now, I don't think they're going to lose players, like they'll just drop off the face of the map. I think they're there just waiting for something interesting and fun to come back and be in Grand Theft Auto Online to capture their attention again. All right, and our final question comes from Zachary Holm. He tweets at me, what are some of the best ways to make money in GTA Online? I feel like I get asked this question every week, but it is really interesting. investing. So one of the great things that you can do is obviously look out for these weekly updates that Rockstar are doing. Like right now, I think there's double RP and double money for the new inch by inch adversary modes that are going on. So take advantage of when Rockstar offers double money in game. Honestly, that's some of the best way to go about doing it. Heists are still a pretty good option. Unfortunately, Rockstar's nerfed kind of the contact missions as far as doing those. And then, of course, there's the shark card route. If you want to do that, you totally can. You guys know where I get my shark cards. They're from G2A in the description. They're honestly just cheaper than on Xbox Live and PlayStation Network, but I won't harp on that too much. There's a lot of great ways you can make money in game too. It just seems Rockstar have slowed them down so much. Things are getting more expensive, yet it's harder to make money, which is kind of unfortunate because that would lead more people to buy shark cards, and it's just a shame that you can't make more money in game than you can already do. But anyways, that's all the questions that I'm going to be tackling in this week's Q&A. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Once again, be sure to go down in the description and follow me on Twitter if you want to get involved in the next video. Also, be sure to follow me on Snapchat too. We'll probably be doing stuff on there soon, so that's going to be exciting. If you did go on to enjoy the video, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.